Welcome to our video presentation on corporate social responsibility analysis of Qantas Airlines. Qantas has been the oldest yet most popular among travelers for their air travel in the world. It came to begin in 1920 in Australia. It is the largest airline by fleet size. It has 65 domestic and 31 international destinations. In March 2015, it is reported that the market share of Qantas was 65% of the total Australian airline industry. Some of the major brands of Qantas are Jetstar, Qantas Loyalty, and Qantas Link. Qantas has been a successful airline, but the company has been facing certain crucial challenges. On 2018, the Daily News stated that for the fourth time in the history, Qantas has been dropped out of top 10. Recently, Qantas and Virgin bosses Visit Morrison government called to be silent on social issues. CEO Alan Joyce says it was just morally right, but also in Qantas' business interest to fight for marriage equality. Recently, Qantas has launched the world's longest ticket 20 hours from New York to Australia.
The first non-stop flight from New York to Sydney has landed in Sydney. The 20-hour Qantas flight was the first of 3 test flights to measure the impact of the ultra-long-haul journeys on pilots, crews and passengers. Antoinette Collins reports.
It was a historic moment in international plane travel when the flight touched down at Sydney this morning. It travelled 16,200 kilometres non-stop over 20 hours from New York, and the world's longest commercial non-stop flight. Now, it wasn't really a proper flight, it was a test flight.
Let's have a look at CSR. CSR is a corporate social responsibility, which is an ideological theory that a business organization can be regarded as a social entity and accountable to society in the same way as government and individuals. Under CSR, Qantas has commitment to the sustainability, which includes working to reduce the environmental footprint. Climate change and energy security are 2 of the main issues facing by the global community. Aviation roles are committing to world in energy and emission intensive. By 2050, Qantas has committed to reduce the emission by 50% compared to 2005. When it comes up for the strategy and theory, companies should always use correct accounting theory effectively to report the financial position. First key theory used by Qantas Airlines for effective financial reporting is agency theory. The airlines use the theory to keep the relationship between the shareholders and executive for the success of the organization. Institutional theory is based upon resilient aspects of social structure. Qantas has also used different components, including schemes, rules, norms for social behavior of the theory. For example, Qantas Loyalty. One of the important theory is legitimacy theory, which helps to understand the organization behavior in implementing, developing, and communicating its social responsibility policies. Qantas has always worked as per the need of the consumer as well as the government, as they are also managing the political donation or charitable donation, which shows they are strongly following the legitimacy theory. Stakeholder theory is a view of capitalism that stresses the interconnected relationship between a business. They are customer, supplier, employee, investor communities. Qantas seems to be taking care of its employee and their career pathway. The fluctuation in the share price of the company typically depends on the earning management. Qantas' financial framework adjusts their destination to those of their investors with the point of creating viable earning per share and return to their shareholders. After all the analysis, we have some recommendation for the Qantas issues and theories. In order to grow effectively, the airline needs effective support from the government to cope up with the competition. For retaining its position, Qantas should focus on some of the action like upgrading its services, which they can inform to the public through social media to change public outlook towards their services. Corporate social responsibility should be taken as a crucial requirement for whole business activities instead of linking up separately, which could have created concern by the society if it could not meet the public expectation. Thank you for watching the video.